The process to go to Hawaii during COVID-19 is a difficult process. You have to get your COVID test 72 hours prior to takeoff, and you have to get the test at a lab that's approved by the state of Hawaii. Once you get your negative result, you have to create an account at travel.hawaii.gov and fill out your itinerary, flight info, hotel address, phone numbers, etc., as well as upload your COVID results generated by the testing facility. You can't send them screenshots or Word documents because they know that can be modified. Once you're finished registering, you get emailed a QR code, and you'll have to show that to the ticket counter in order to check your luggage. You also need that QR code to get your hotel and your rental car in Hawaii. At dinner time, I decided to stop by Sigma Tea and to try their blue rice. Can you ship a package from Hawaii to the US mainland using UPS ground?
Oh look, found the UPS store. Just dropped off the UPS packages. I mean, not an issue. So, got my receipts. Hopefully the packages get there on time. So, who the hell puts a UPS store on the second floor? You gotta carry some boxes up. It's gonna take a lot of work. It's the convention center. Big old statue up front. $2.99 per pound for avocados. $6.99 for strawberries. I just got back from Foodland, and let's take a peek.
Now I'm heading over to Hawaii's Plantation Village. It's an outdoor museum that displays homes and buildings dating back to the early 1900s. Back in the day, because of the shrinking labor force, which was being ravaged by diseases brought by foreigners, the plantation owners brought over cheap labor forces from all over the world. Each home represents a different ethnic group that came to Hawaii to work at the sugar plantations. The people that came here were first the Chinese in the early 1800s, then the Japanese in 1868, the Portuguese 10 years later, and in the early 1900s came the Puerto Ricans, Okinawans, Koreans, and lastly the Filipinos in 1906. This is a very interesting place to visit and should definitely be the first stop when you make the trip to Hawaii. This is a Japanese Shinto shrine dedicated to the rice gods. This is what it looked like in a building in Hawaii's first Chinatown. This is a typical kitchen during that period, and what you're seeing here is a house for an Okinawan family. Next stop, Dole Plantation. Visitors can come here absolutely free. You're encouraged to walk around and visit the garden. But they also have a garden maze, a train, and a souvenir shop where you can buy t-shirts and candy and all kinds of goods. You can also get Dole Whip prepared in 8 different ways, which is really nice. With whatever time I had left in the day, I decided to stop by Pearl Harbor to check out the War Memorial. I came pretty late, so they were shutting down and I wasn't allowed to go on board, but at least I got some really good shots. It's pretty cool to see the ship up close, especially the cannons that are right behind me. They're pretty huge.
Just look how big these shell casings are. They're almost as tall as I am. But obviously these things have been hollowed out. But yeah, look how massive these are. The Uss Oklahoma Memorial. These poles represents someone who died. So many people. Including Marines. This is the Uss Utah Memorial. At berthing box 11 on the morning of 7 December 1941, the USS Utah was struck on the port side with what was believed to have been 3 aerial torpedoes and was sunk. She was subsequently rolled over to clear the channel, but was left on the bottom. This is my refrigerator wall of magnets of places that I've been to since I worked for Leica. So I've been to all kinds of places. Oregon, Montana, Denver, Germany, Idaho, New Mexico, Philadelphia, New York City. Okay, so I have 2 Utah magnets, so I can replace this one with my new one. Let's put that Hawaii on there. All right, here we go.